I know you said in the television-only segment that you conducted a town hall with the commissioner, Rob Manfred, who's on this show tomorrow,
right?
And that you hit all the topics that you think needed to be hit. What were those topics that you hit with?
Well,
the
I mean,
Chris?
pace of play and I like to perk up the offense with all the strikeouts.
What do you say?
Well, I mean, they've come up with the shifts we did a little bit.
I can't
a lot
stand
of this,
him. I got to get rid of him. Got to get rid of him.
Remember, a lot of this has to be negotiated with the union. And the union right now and baseball, they're a little bit apart, partly because of the coldness in the offseason with free agents. So the relationship between the Players Association and the Commissioner's Office on the Players Association angle isn't cooperative. So that is and you can't put in these changes. Look how long it took them to get the mound visits and the intentional walk, no pitch clock. So they've had some issues, both sides reaching agreement on some game changes. So
now,
until that thaws, you got a problem.
Well, I would think some left-handed hitters would not mind to get rid of this
That's
shift.
a good point.
That part of the union would like to get rid of this shift.
You can make that argument too. Now, you can also make this point where they don't tell Belichick how to deploy his 11 defenders. If they want to put a defensive lineman in coverage, they want to blitz a corner, whatever they want to do, they might have some rules with bump and run and all that, 5 yards, but they don't tell him where to deploy his personnel. You want to triple team LeBron, you can do that. You can play zone. So maybe the deployment of your defenders should be it should be really sacrosanct, that you should not be able to tell the manager where he can place his players defensively.
The difference, and here's how I would come back to this, Chris Mad Dog Russo, is that, yes, you can't tell Belichick what to do on defense, and you can't defend or tell the defenders of LeBron how to defend LeBron.
Right.
But LeBron has the ball. In football, the offense has the ball. In baseball, only sport where defense has the ball. Possession of the ball is already in the hands of the defense.
I hadn't thought of it that way. That's fair.
So you have to, if you see what is happening, come up with something. Certainly, since you're totally confused sometimes, if you're a kid out there, how the hell is the third baseman suddenly in short right field like they're playing a softball game?
To me, it's up to the offense to adapt, but that's a good point. That's a very good point. The other thing that I think, I don't know how baseball solves this problem. Remember, the star pitcher in baseball is out of the game in the sixth inning. Nadal and Federer play a fifth set. LeBron's playing in the fourth quarter. Brady's playing in the fourth quarter. Verlander, well, he different, but most of the great pitchers don't complete the game. So you never see the great pitcher reach deep into the tank to see what's left, to let him gut his way through a big game in September or October, because he's out of the game in the sixth inning.
What do you think? Tampa has done this a few times where they start the closer, right?
It's so
do you
stupid.
think we're going to get to an age where relievers pitch the first, second, third, fourth innings, and the starters come in, or the big name players
and they're the
come
closer?
in the fourth, and they pitch the rest of the game?
Remember, you see the Tampas do it because Tampa cannot afford the huge pitcher.
Right.
So as a result, that's a small market team.
But if Verlander's throwing 100 pitches and he's in the eighth inning, he's got to come out.
Right.
If he enters the game in the fourth inning, he can pitch into the 11th or 12th if it goes extras.
But you're also messing with a guy who's pitched for 15 years. That's a weird thing for him.
But I think all bets are off in baseball now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can make that argument, but you have to convince the starter that you're not going to start the game. You're going to pitch the third and fourth inning. That is a little different. Justin, get yourself warmed up.
He would still get the win.
But to your point, Chris, that's what was so amazing about Verlander's postseason performance last year.
Against the Yankees.
Right.
We saw him in these spots. And baseball's lost a little bit of that because of the advent of the great relief pitcher.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.